I've heard a few rumours about FIFA 21, and the first big one is play together, and I think this is going to be to do with Volta. I'll explain why, but two quick things. One, you guys need to be signing this petition. If you've seen some of our videos, nearly 38,000 signatures. This is pretty serious, and I know we can get more. If you are passionate about stopping the current foot pack system in FIFA and protecting vulnerable children from gambling, and to be honest, just vulnerable people, then this document is in the description and it needs your signature. 100k signature, and it's debated in UK Parliament once again. So it's really, really important for everybody to get on this. We've had like 35,000 signatures in a really short amount of time. Second thing, on Sunday, I am playing in a Pro Clubs tournament with all the boys, and the winning team gets £700. It's £30 to enter, and we'll be live streaming it. So if you fancy getting involved, there's an Xbox and a PS4 tournament. We'll only be playing in the PS4 tournament, but obviously if you sign up to both, then you are in with a chance of winning that prize money. Link in the description. I don't think there's many spaces left, so get involved. This Sunday. So like I said in the intro, play together. I've heard this is a slogan coming to FIFA 21. I haven't spoken about the EA event recently because I really just can't be arsed. It's always the same stuff from EA this early on before release, and unless you want to hear me break down each individual drop of sweat from Kylian Mbappe's head, we really don't need to be having this conversation. One thing I said on Twitter that I think a lot of people missed was the fact that your career mode and your Pro Clubs progress does not carry onto the next console. So obviously PS5 and the Xbox One series are coming out, or whatever it's called, Xbox X, I don't know, are coming around the same time FIFA 21 launches. This basically means though for FIFA that if you buy FIFA 21 on the PlayStation 4, you level your Pro up to whatever level you might reach or have a career mode, and then when you buy a PS5, that progress does not transfer. So that's the same with career mode. Now obviously that sucks for all of us who love these game modes, but also it importantly shows me that most likely these game modes aren't getting a change again, because why would they carry foot and Volta progress, not Pro Clubs and career mode? It genuinely shows you where their priorities are. Now obviously that sucks for all of us who love these game modes, but what can we do? Foot and Volta progress both carry on, so Volta progress carries. That shows you that there's going to be even more of a focus on Volta this year than last. Honestly, get ready for it. So if you accidentally open Volta on your PlayStation 5 and you can see all your progress that you've made, everyone loves it. So I think I know what's happening here. Volta will probably become the online playable mode with friends that we've all been crying out for since it was first leaked. The slogan "Play Together" has been leaked to me from a couple of sources now from inside EA, and for me, the outcry from the community combined with just common sense and the investment that EA Sports have put into Volta, it just adds up that Volta will be getting some more big push for FIFA 21. We already know that foot will be the main focus, we all know that, but all we can ask is for a virtual pro to be usable in Volta and Pro Clubs. The fact that Volta carries and Pro Clubs doesn't though pretty much immediately shuts down these hopes, because if Volta progress is in the next console, but then when your Pro Clubs progress isn't, how would that work if you could use one pro for both? It's very telling. Why Volta isn't a Pro Clubs hybrid with an NBA 2K style, my player focus, a free roam sort of game experience is beyond all of us, and players have been crying out for this sort of stuff with my player experience for so long. Something they tried with the journey mode and it just absolutely failed. Again, it was offline, it was so limited, and it just wasn't what the consumer wanted. We want an online experience, and at least Volta in FIFA 21 looks like the Play Together slogan will provide that. I mean, I will be revisiting this subject when more news comes to me. I hope I'm right, because obviously I want the game to be as fun and to have as many game modes as possible that are playable. Volta is back and still not playable online with friends, then I don't think any of us would be massively surprised, at least the more experienced EA Sports consumer, but it would be such an error. I think the only way we see significant change in FIFA 21 is if that pack system is revisited. If the developers have to come away from just focusing on SBCs and lightning round packs and this release team of the week, that summer heat promo, and actually focus on improving the gameplay and the gaming experience, you will all benefit. So again, the petition is in the description. Go ahead and sign it. It, honest to God, will take you a minute, if less. So just get on with it, get it signed if you're passionate about seeing EA Sports actually pull their finger out, stop promoting gambling to children, and we get a decent football simulation game. Would be nice. Apart from that, we know that FIFA 21 will not be cross-platform. They've come out and said that it's in their near interest or whatever, some absolute rubbish, that they'd love to look into doing it. A game in 2021, one of the biggest games in 2021, the biggest sports game on the market for gamers, is not cross-platform. That is not acceptable. I can't play Xbox with PS4, it's ridiculous. And again, it's just typical of EA Sports. Every game that comes out at the moment that's online and has the sort of budget and the sort of size of consumer and player base that EA Sports FIFA has should be cross-platform. There's really no excuse. It's just a shame, really. And not only is it a problem that they're not doing cross-platform, at least do cross-console. So from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, I should be able to play across them. But at the moment, it looks like they're not going to be able to do that, right? They're not going to do that. And for the pro clubs competitive scene, which I know is small, but in the grand scheme of things, but I mean, obviously it's important to us on this channel, it's going to be hard for leagues to carry on when half their users go to the new consoles and half stay on the old ones, and then the leagues are going to have to all adapt and change. And it would be nice if users could play across the consoles, but I just don't see that happening. I worry with FIFA 21. Not that there's going to be more outcry than usual, because there's always been outcry. For the last 5 years, FIFA consumers have been unhappy with the game, pretty much. But I think that this is kind of like the last year where people actually care enough to make noise about it. Like, you kind of get to the stage where, I don't know, maybe it's just because of the circles I'm in, but the other YouTubers have moved on from FIFA, like the FNGs and Visa often branches away from just FIFA videos, and all these guys that I'm close with in the scene. FIFA, it's just losing its spark, and I don't see it changing on FIFA 21 unless they offer some different features. And one of the biggest things that it always comes back to is packs. These packs dominate the game. They dominate the developers' time that they spend on this game. They dominate everything about FIFA, and it makes everything just a little bit worse every year, because all they do is focus on new promos. They've had more promos this year than ever before, and I'm happy that you guys who enjoy FUT get content and new content to get excited about. Not happy about the microtransactions that are needed to access this content usually, but you know, we've been there a million times before on this channel. You know, I'm speaking from personal experience. This year, EA Play was at midnight or something last week, and I was literally on Warzone while it was happening. I normally would be doing a live stream or making a video within the first hour to try and jump on it and be like, oh, look at this, we're going to look at the first look at FIFA 21. I really just don't care. And maybe that's just me getting older. Maybe that's just me running out of patience with EA Sports. I really do think it's the latter. I'm not sure if it's been announced, but it's pretty much widely accepted that they're sticking with that Frostbite engine. So, I don't know, we're going to a new console, and if we get a new engine, fantastic. If we don't, then it better work right on this, because they use the excuse a lot of the time that Frostbite, or a lot of people have used the excuse that Frostbite is better than what the PlayStation 4 and Xbox can handle, and that's why it's so buggy and bad, and I don't know. We'll have to find out. I mean, some people have done some great videos on the downfall of FIFA recently. Stallion did a brilliant one that I managed to catch about, just watch it. Just watch it. The link is in the description. Of course, we've had the FIFA job from Nelly Got Bored approaching 1 million views. People are just kind of getting sick of it. And obviously, I am in these circles, so maybe it's a little bit of a bubble. But I just do feel like I'm not as excited about FIFA 21. I am more ready than ever to be disappointed. I just know that this game is going to be recycled, same as FIFA 20. The new console makes it a little bit more exciting, but all I'm really foreseeing is getting some better graphics, and I just think we're going to be seeing Ultimate Team packs and Volta shoved down our throats continuously. Play Together obviously just implies that as well. Play Together on Volta. I doubt it's Pro Clubs. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. They have announced a Pro Clubs date and a career mode date in order to address their updates to the game modes. We'll see what they do. This time round, like last time, I was even a little bit gassed because it was like, oh my god, we're actually getting new things in clubs. And some of the improvements were good, but it was 10% of what they should have put into Pro Clubs. And I'm assuming now we maybe get a 12.5%, a little bit more, some new hairstyles, a couple of more changes, maybe something slightly different. I don't think we're getting an overhaul, which obviously this game mode has needed for so long. Maybe I'm wrong, but the fact that the game isn't carrying your progress from one console to another really does suggest that it's not a focus when they're doing it with other game modes. Like they're doing with Ultimate Team and Volta, it just doesn't bode well for Pro Clubs and career mode fans and fans of decent gameplay. So yeah, aside from that, there really isn't too much to talk about, but Play Together. Keep an eye out for that. Remember last year we broke Volta to you. This is pretty much the first sort of leaks that I'm hearing, Play Together. So I'm thinking, obviously, it's going to be Volta, and it's going to be finally able to play online with friends. Not everything we wanted, but a step maybe in the right direction. Volta, hopefully, will be an enjoyable gaming experience. Who knows? I literally didn't open it for FIFA 21. Not once did I open that game mode. Keep me updated. Hit me up on Twitter if you have any leaks that you want me to talk about or anything interesting I will cover over there. I'll be coming back with some more videos, and Sunday night, of course, we will be live streaming that tournament. Get yourself signed up. Link in the description if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to come to FIFA 21. Play Together. What could it be?